So we're putting the TheraBand just above the knees. And at any time if the TheraBand starts to roll, it's always a good idea to take a moment to fix it and flatten it out, or else you're losing a lot of the resistance in the band. So on the buzzer here, we'll go ahead and start. It's going to be a curtsy lunge and then a lateral tap. So we'll just start with a little bend to the knees. And it's going to be our left leg moving the whole time until we hear the buzzer again. So left toes tap to the right, knees bend, and then you're stepping out and tapping the toe to the side. And you're just going at your pace. And remember, it's a lunge, not a squat. So you want a little bit more of an up and down movement, keeping the hips as square as you're able. And remember, anytime if something's not working for your body, you can get rid of the TheraBand. You can make the curtsy lunge a little bit smaller. You can move a little bit slower. So that's the great thing about timed activities, is everybody's able to really work at their own pace. Continue to breathe. Keep a connection between the ribs and the hips. That's why we warmed up the transverse abdominis. If the knees hurt, then you just bend a little less as a smaller curtsy lunge. Continue to breathe. About 14 seconds to go. Any of you pregnant ladies joining us, this is a great birth prep to kind of push through a little bit of discomfort. Good. So now we have 10 seconds, and the next movement is our standing clamshell. So you're just going to press out into the band. You want to keep all points of contact under the feet on the ground. So don't let the feet start to roll. So you're just pressing out, and you're breathing. And to make it harder, you can always step out a little bit wider. To make it a little bit more supportive, a little easier, more accessible, a little more narrow. And you can choose any place in between. You want to feel that resistance in the outer line of the thigh without rolling up onto the pinky side of the feet. Relax the jaw, the shoulders, and breathe about halfway through. Katie volunteered to be my victim. She sent me a message and said, "Is there anything I can do to help?" I'm like, actually, yes. I don't know if she regretted offering or not.
And here we are.
Yeah. Good. Keep breathing, keep pressing. 3, 2, 1. Now, after the buzzer, we're doing same thing other side. So it'll be right leg moving on that curtsy lunge. Remember the opportunity, limit range of motion, get rid of the resistance. Good. And keep that up and down motion. Good. And you always kind of want to pause during that most difficult part. Don't let the band bully you around, so you want to fight the band in both directions. Don't let it spring you back to that curtsy lunge. You're controlling the band. You're controlling your pace. You're controlling your breath. In through the nose, out through nose or mouth. Whatever helps you stay focused and strong. Over halfway. Good. Nice tall spine. Remember to give the glutes a little squeeze at the top so you finish unfolding the hips. There you go, Katie. Perfect. Good. 4 more seconds. Good. And then we're going right back into those standing clamshells or lateral press on the buzzer. It's a great time to get a sip of water during that little 10-second rest. Remember, adjust the body so this feels successful for you. Everyone has a little bit different shaped hips, so you might have to adjust the distance between the feet, the angle at which you're bending the knees. These are all options. Honor your body. Continue to breathe. That helps kind of keep the eye of the storm. Slow, steady breath, strong, steady movements, confident body and mind. Good. How are you feeling, Katie?
Good.
15 seconds. See if maybe you can get a little lower, as long as it's not causing pain. If there's a little bit more shaking, that's okay. 5 seconds. Then we change things up a little bit. Good. So now during these 10 seconds, now we're going to move the band down to the ankle. You always want to keep a little bit of resistance. I'm going to have Katie turn towards the wall there. And we're going to first move left leg. So first you're just kicking back. Leg stays straight. Pull that bottom rib down a little bit for me. Yep. Good. And you're squeezing the butt. Flex the foot, so pull the toes towards the shin. And don't let the band spring you right back. So you want to fight the resistance of the band on that journey back towards your standing leg. Good. Breathe. Remember, go at your pace. You don't have to keep up with Katie. Keep the core engaged. Keep a gentle draw of the ribs in so you're not arching and extending the spine. Good, 14 seconds. Breathe through. That strong breath is not only going to help the heart rate slow down so you can oxygenate the body, but also it's going to keep your core intact. So now you're going to turn back towards me. It's still that left leg, and it's going to be a lateral leg lift on the buzzer. Standing leg can have a slight bend to the knee, and you can either tap the left toes every time you come to center, or it can stay lifted the whole time. That's totally up to you, and as we progress through the sequence, that might change. Good, again, keep a connection between the ribs and the hips. Shoulders relaxed, it's just those legs working. Jaws relaxed, nice and slow and steady. Action through that foot, so the left toe should be flexed. Keep breathing. Over halfway, standing leg slightly burning a little bit. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Do anything for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Good. So now, rotate again towards the exit for me, Katie. You're going to slide the TheraBand across the arch of the left foot now. On the buzzer, you're going to lift the left toes, and it's a donkey kick back. And again, try not to let the ribs bounce. Keep a connection between the ribs and the hips, even if that means the leg doesn't come as high. And again, the toe could tap between each of the movements, forward and back. Or it could just float, and maybe it never touches the ground. Standing leg can have a little bend, so don't lock out the knee. Breathe and push through. Then we get to change legs. 20 seconds. But keep the integrity of the core. There you go. If you need, tap the toe, get your balance, and then get right back in. 5 seconds, then we get to change legs. Good. So coming now, I'm going to have you face the entrance. Band again at the ankles on both feet, and you're just tapping the right toes back to start. Find a connection, and then flex the foot, and it's just a lift back, staying parallel. Yep, perfect. And it's not about the height of the leg, it's about that engagement of the glute. So it doesn't have to swing super high. It's a strong and stable movement. Second side's always a little bit more challenging because we've already burned out that leg from standing. Continue to breathe in through the nose. Helps precipitate the air and warm the air to be used. And then exhale through nose or mouth. Whatever helps you stay centered or stay strong. Okay. Almost there. Helps if you let your eyes focus on one thing, or a great time if you have that chair and need it, to grab a chair or countertop. Turning to face back towards me. You at home don't have to do that, but Katie's doing that just so you can see what we're doing. It's going to be lateral leg lift now on the right side at the buzzer. So lifting. Good. Want energy for the toe. Again, you can tap each time you come in if you need. Maybe the foot never taps the ground. And or a combination of using a chair as well for stability, if and Just try not to completely depend on the chair. My legs are starting to burn.
Mine too.
So this class is very similar to how we'll run our hot Pilates here on Tuesday nights. Also similar to how mommy and me can be on Wednesday mornings. Or just torturing yourself at home while your husband sits on the couch watching you. 15 seconds. Then you get to go to donkey kickbacks, and then we move into a core series that gives the legs a little bit of a break. We're still standing, so we're still using the legs. 3, 2, 1. Facing back towards the entrance for me, Katie. And then sliding the TheraBand now into the arch of the right foot. Bending the right knee and then pressing back. Still maintaining that core engagement. And again, you can tap toe as it goes forward and back, or toe never touches the ground. And any combination of the two that's working for you in this moment. Again, always an opportunity as you need to grab a chair or countertop as well. Perfect, Katie. Yeah. You always want to squeeze the glute as we extend, so don't let it bounce right back. Keep breathing. Remember, it's your pace. Well over halfway here. You're at about 20 seconds, even a little less than that. 10 seconds left. Press through. A little more upright, Katie. Keep that core engaged. There you go. Almost there. 5 seconds. Good. Now from here, TheraBand comes off. And we're coming into a core series. So again, toes turned out as long as that feels okay on your pubic bone, pubic symphysis area, groin area. All these movements can also be done from parallel and more shallow. But because I do want to work in the legs a little bit, I want to ask you if you're able and it does not cause pain to turn out. And we're going to start in a goddess squat. And again, these things will be done on a timer. So here in a moment, we're going to start to be reaching. But you're going to start in that goddess squat position, the arms behind the legs, and draw the ribs down a little bit. Good, perfect adjustment. And then reaching on you as you exhale, and inhale coming to center. And then alternating sides. But I want you to pause in the center so this doesn't start to become a momentum thing. But you're squeezing the rib towards the hip. You're keeping the core strong. You're pressing through the feet. And you're breathing. You're going to get out of this what you put into it, meaning sure you could just kind of reach side to side and tick-tock, or you can really think about squeezing the side body and drawing the belly button in each exhale. Keeping the spine long, and you can always bend the knees a little more to challenge the legs, or come out of that a little bit more, whatever your body needs. And though Katie and I are only going to go through this sequence once today with you, I would encourage you to go through this maybe another 2 times if you have time. So you can just hit stop and start again. Keep breathing. Good. This one, tips of the fingers are going to come to the base of the skull. We're going to stay in the squat if we can. And this one will be a rotation of the ribs. Keep the elbows open, the ribs down. You're just rotating as you exhale. And inhale, center. Rotate. Think of this rotation more at the ribs than the elbows. So it's not about how far your elbow can reach to the side, but how much you can twist at the ribs with the strength of the belly. Again, exhale as you rotate. Inhale as you come to center. So that it's control. See if you can squat down just a little deeper. Good. You're almost done. Keep squeezing. As you go through this, if you choose to a couple more times, you're certainly welcome to do the warm-up. Otherwise, I would recommend that you do the series that we've set out for you 3 times, skipping the warm-up. So you can just fast forward that part and then get right into our movements. Almost there. Good. Still staying down into the squat, tips of the fingers still to the skull. This is just a standing crunch. So you're going to want to think about belly button drawing in, ribs pressing towards the hips. Squeeze all the air out, and then a slow inhale as you come up. come up, you bend the knees a little more. Exhale. And inhale. Remember, you do not have to keep up with Katie and I. Go at your pace as long as you're controlling the movement of the body and you're not whiplashing the body around. Purposeful, strong movements to support your body. Squeeze and send all the breath away. Inhale, expand and grow. Squeezing, wrapping the side body and belly button in. And inhale, expanding a bit. Good. Can you squat down just a little bit more? Last push with me. Good. Relax the jaw, maybe even a little smile. I hate forced smiles, but sometimes I ask people to do it. Fake it till you make it. 5 seconds. Good. Little cool down sequence I'll just take you through really quick. Just standing, swing the arms a little bit. Start to cool the body down. Good. And then just a nice inhale, stretch the hands up. Then as you come down, just a little bend the knees and let the hands drop down. Good, 2 more. Inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Go ahead and step the right foot forward. Left foot back, left heel drops down a little bit, like pyramid pose. Pull the right hip back, then just a little hinge forward so you feel that first stretch in the back of the leg. Couple deep breaths. If you have a baby, you might want to hold their little head for this one, which you probably instinctually did. Another thing I should say about baby wearing, you want to make sure you're holding them tight into your body so it's not pulling on your low back. And then inhale, coming up. Bend into the right knee. Step left foot forward. The right foot steps back, right heel drops down. Hold the left hip back just a little bit and a little hinge forward. And again, you can always adjust the distance between the feet